The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
They didn't lose by double digits. Listen, man, I enjoyed the game. I don't think anybody else on the show tonight agrees with me. I was having a good time watching. My heart was pounding. Tyler's fumbling the ball, almost hits the three. PJ Tucker doing putback dunks. I mean, I thought it was fun. Like, listen, you hit your free throws, you win this game, right? After everything that goes on, you lose Jimmy Butler in the first quarter. Bam Adebayo plays 7 first half minutes. You're still in this game. Malik Monk turns into Jordan again against the Heat. Duncan Robinson forgets how to shoot and make layups. But, Tyler went off. Bam went crazy in the second half. Like, there was a lot of good things, a lot of fun things, and you had a close game, and, you can't hit your free throws. And then Tyler has a chance at the end, fumbles the ball, and shoots an off-balance three. I mean, it wasn't their night, but listen, I enjoyed the game. I don't think anyone else did, but I had a good time. If I'm up to 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to have fun with this shit. Bring me out, Brass. We have the panel here tonight, the stalwart Miami Heat Beat contributors, the ones who stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning for a West Coast game. You don't see Giancarlo Navas out here, coward.
He's been saying for weeks he wanted to be on this game.
I was gonna say, wasn't he supposed to be on tonight? What happened there?
Listen, cowards. Anyway, Brass, let's go ahead and find out what everybody's drinking. Before we get into that, quick programming note. Tomorrow we are not doing a Hangover Time post-game show. What we are doing is a Hangover Time second half watch party where you guys can tune in to... Are we doing it on YouTube or Twitch? We'll announce it tomorrow. We'll figure it out tonight. But either on YouTube Live or on Twitch, you guys can tune in and watch the second half with us. We'll be talking shit, having a good time like we always do, but nobody's trying to stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning to do this show. You're not trying to stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the show. So we're just going to watch the second half with you and go to sleep at a decent hour. Moose, what are you drinking tonight?
Amen. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful note for tomorrow. What am I drinking? Well, I got to be up for work in about 2.5 hours. So... I'm just drinking my morning coffee. I mean, let's just go ahead and get this day started. I might even have my breakfast. I already got the cereal lined up, so take me out.
Damn.
Yes, Moose.
Moose misses the fucking drip misses the game winner, and Moose is like,
oh, Brass saw me too. It took the life out of me.
What a pass. Like, he had it. I mean, first of all, there were 2 illegal screens on that play. I mean, Dedmon and PJ looked like run blockers. It was insane. Like, I'm glad they didn't call it, but they were literally like 2 fullbacks, guiding Barry Sanders into the end zone. Tiff, Barry Sanders, I just showed my age. What are you drinking tonight, Tiff?
Man, I stopped drinking in overtime. This is what we're gonna do, because I got a 6-year-old who will probably be up in 4 hours.
Hydrate.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Respect it.
I'm drinking Ray and Nephew, by the way. Little Jamaican rum.
Hello, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny, nice of you to show up.
No, y'all was going so crazy in the chat on Mr. Link, man.
You gotta keep up, brother.
That's true.
First of all, Kenny, you coming hot with the mic hot.
I feel like he need a little slander right now. You
just the second time you just popped in late.
You on CP time. We can't have this. You gotta be on. We gonna find your ass. You gotta be on time.
He watching that illegal stream to be this late. Like, the game just ended.
This game just started.
I don't know if I want to confirm or deny that publicly, but hey.
You sound like you're being
For
hostage.
the people listening to the pod, Kenny's speaking into a megaphone right now.
Okay,
I have no idea what Kenny just said, but I believe him. Brass, what are you drinking tonight?
I made myself a Sazerac, which is rye whiskey, some muddled sugar cubes, Peychaud's bitters, with an absinthe rinse.
Yes, actually.
Sounds like an infinity stone.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it does. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, Brass. Come on,
It's
man.
not 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What the fuck? You made me stay up to do this shit? I can't drink? We're doing a segment on drinking, and then you're giving me shit for it?
You're right.
Like, come on, man.
You're right. Siobhan, what are you drinking tonight?
Crown apple, cranberry, and ginger ale.
Nice.
Okay.
Kenny, what mic are you on tonight? What is happening? Like,
It's an Etch-a-Sketch.
I hear an echo when you're...
Shake it up, Kenny.
Kenny on the A train.
Kenny,
Tunnel.
Kenny on a Nokia. What are you doing?
Could you
I don't know what's going on with this shit.
Could you switch it to like the onboard mic for tonight?
Yeah.
I think we'll.
Yeah.
Benny
rock-
sounds
we'll
like
rock
he's
with
coming
that.
through the airplane shit, like we are flying at 3,000 feet above the air tonight.
If you look to the side, you'll see the Grand Canyon.
But that's the same one as always. I don't know what's going on with the settings.
Is Spo coaching your mic tonight?
What are you drinking? Lean? What the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah, well, we got hundreds of people there that stayed up late to hear us talk about the game. We should probably do that.
Okay.
Kenny, what are you drinking though?
Yeah, I got the Tito's and orange juice again. I love that
He
shit.
drinking lean. Put that shit in a plastic red cup. Or I'm drinking lean with the way you sound. Something. Moose, your boy had the shot tonight. I don't see you raining
You have to go there.
old Fruit Loops all
Okay,
over
but hold on.
your car.
He may have missed the last shot.
Right.
And I'm not trying to cover for him at all. I mean, you heard me talk about it before we started the show. You could say the fumble didn't help him, but he was still able to get off a clean look at the end, and he missed it. But we're not even in overtime without Tyler Herro, getting us there throughout the first, 4 quarters. I mean, he was contributing throughout the entire night. I think he was one of the bright spots of tonight's game. Somebody should – yes, thank you so much for saying that. Let me read that. Somebody should have slapped LeBron for being on the court. I thought you get
I
fined.
agree.
He is
when
the
you're on the
only
court. He
player.
was on the court taunting. He looked like an NFL referee calling a first down.
Only player in street clothes that gets to do that bullshit.
The only one.
Tiff,
Runs the league.
I
But
mean,
lay easy on Tyler. He may have
no,
missed the
man,
last
Tyler
shot,
was
but
excellent. I'm just gonna fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, because if he hit that shot, you would have had all kinds of fucking high fructose corn syrup in your carpet overnight.
it would be a much different show tonight.
The roaches are disappointed that fucking Tyler missed that shit.
Melody's mad.
Those Melody, I was gonna say
Melody is pissed. She's like, I didn't eat all day waiting for this shit.
Yeah, they could have thrown his face on another T-shirt, and then who knows what would have happened after that. So didn't go so well last time.
It's a good one, Brass.
Historically accurate. That's all. Let's move on.
Tiff,
Yes.
your overall impressions of the game. I mean, they make their free throws, they win this game.
Right?
I mean,
Or they play better and they win.
oh, listen. I mean,
What the
Duncan hits. Duncan doesn't go 4 for
Yeah.
16, and they win this
Or
game.
He hits that layup.
That was the biggest shot of the game, in my opinion. It was a 5-point swing. It was going to be a 9-point game, and it went down to a 4-point game because he missed that layup. He doesn't get back in transition, and they hit a 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to play better. What else are you gonna say? You got to play better. Somebody's got to hit open shots, and we got to get Buns getting better looks on offense.
Yes.
That's just what's gonna have to happen. He's got to stop worrying about everybody else. He needs to worry about himself a little bit more, and get his offense going.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, tonight he got into foul trouble early, and when like in the second half, I mean, Bam came out and he was
I'm talking about Buns.
Oh, people. Oh, I thought because people refer to him as Kyle.
Buns
Yeah.
Kyle.
Well,
Yes,
because people always refer to fucking Bam as Buns, and I fucking hate that Buns out of bio.
Really?
Oh
Never
yeah.
heard that.
Oh yeah.
First time I hear that.
Yeah.
Breaking.
People
That's
with radio and shit in their Twitter handle have been
Oh,
calling him that
well,
for a while.
I thought that was just Giancarlo misspelling Bam.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of G, he might have been fucking wrong about Kyle because it's getting ridiculous. No, I'm kidding. It's getting ridiculous though. It's getting absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, he was not great tonight. I mean, he was
coming
5
off
for
of
14.
coming off the last game.
He needed to be better coming off of the last game. That's just literally.
Yeah. I
the
thought
truth.
he was the one that was going to make a big turnaround. And I mean, he does other things. You know, he makes some amazing passes and shit. But like,
Right. But you need there are moments where he has to score.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like
Yeah.
we
Assert
can't
himself.
overlook it. Like can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because people in the chat were saying they couldn't hear me. Like this was a night. Like there's no Jimmy. So guess what?
Yeah.
You got to do what you know how to do. Get into the lane. You're not going to get every call, but get into the lane. Get that short jumper going. I don't really care for his threes, but he has to step up his offense because I guarantee you, Jimmy ain't playing tomorrow.
He was getting in the lane, Siobhan, and he's 3 feet from the basket, 4 feet from the basket, and he's doing that kick out bullshit that Jimmy does all the time.
They all do that. And it's so, we've been throwing a bunch of numbers up as if, the numbers are telling the full of the story, right? G put some numbers up earlier today about Kyle. Fuck a lot of them, truthfully and honestly, about Kyle, having one of, or if not his best, shooting in the lane seasons, right? And so get in the lane and take your shots, take your layups. Like why the way that this team goes about generating offense when the things that they're not familiar and used to doing needs to change. Kyle, yes, like Tiffany said, you have to have a pulse on what the team needs from you at the moment. Yeah, Kyle makes some good passes. Truthfully, though, he makes passes that most point guards who are worth a damn would look to make. He has to have a different type of pulse of what this team needs. Jimmy's not out, and so you have to be that third scorer next to a Kyle, or I'm sorry, next to a Tyler and to a Bam. But this is the segment that we're talking about Kyle, so I'm going to leave that there. But yeah, like he's had 2, really big scoring games, and yes, he does other things, but this is one of the things that he also needs to look to assert himself and to contribute more also.
Kenny, are the Heat's offensive struggles just simply another night of 20, 25, 30% from three? Like, is it just that simple that if they hit league average from three, are they? Because there have been so many games where they're god awful. I'm not talking about like, they only shot 29, 30%. They in the 20s and the teens from three, and that's when they lose for the most part. Is their offense just so as simple as hit some wide open shots?
I think so. And obviously I came here way too fucking late to say I'm out on Duncan, finally. I'm good. I was his biggest advocate all last season. Early the season, I'm talking about this. It is a slump, but at some point, you have to do what the fuck we need you to do. Like, he competed on defense, that's fine, but that's a bonus. You shoot the fucking ball. He wants to be fucking Joe Rogan and shit. Like, nah, good job. So yeah, I'm out. He can go 9 for 10 from three next game. I'm cool. I don't know what the solution is, but I'm cool.
Now, I will say that I'm not out on Duncan because like shooter slump, and he'll eventually get his rhythm, and he'll finish the year 41% from three. But it is tough, Moose, when he's not hitting shots. Like it's tough to justify his minutes.
It's
tough.
And his money.
Well,
let's stop with the money. He's a starting shooting guard in the NBA.
Okay,
but
go ahead,
he's the 80. He's the 84th highest paid player in the NBA. Let's stop with the money.
Okay,
it's not the money. Who cares about the money? He's a starting shooting guard in the NBA. But like if he's go ahead, Bond. Tell me about his money and why the money is a
you're
factor.
talking about it's hard to justify his minutes. I'm talking about, yes, while you're not giving us those minutes, we're also giving you this money to give us these minutes. So it's a correlation. But go, Moose, have your point.
He makes $15 million this year. Okay. Like he literally makes $15 million this year as a starting shooting guard. Like, let's stop with the money. It's just like. And like his last year is like that's when it jumps up to 20 million, and it's like, and he'll be gone by then, most likely. Like they backloaded the shit out of that contract.
Is tearing us apart. Yes.
No, but it's just I'm tired of the contract talk. Like
Duncan,
just,
right, like, guys? Right.
But anyway, Moose, go. I mean, go. If Duncan's not hitting his,
no, thank you, Moose.
If Duncan's not hitting his threes, should we take away his contract?
Look, I'm not even going to talk about the contract because I kind of agree. I don't really care about the numbers until the time comes that we have to factor in for a trade and all that. My thing with Duncan is it's one thing if he's not making threes. It's another thing when he's not making his layups and his free throws. I said it the last time I was on Hangover Time. I forget when it was because it's already like fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. That he is just in his head right now. And he knows that he's not making any shots. He knows that everyone's talking about him being out of rhythm, his contract, all these things. And he's not feeling comfortable in anything that he's doing. And it's pretty evident, especially when he's stepping up to the free throw line and what you think would be a money shot for him. He's just not feeling it. He's not in rhythm. I think Max Strus being out is showing a damning. It almost feels like Max Strus being out is even more on Duncan's play right now. Something needs to be figured out within the offense, and I would like to see. You can't even say that Spo's got to call more plays for him because they are trying to get him going, and almost maybe too much so. But yeah, take me out, Brass. That's basically it. There's really no defending him tonight. Tonight was one of his worst performances.
And no, he was trash. I mean, like, and a lot of those threes that the all of a sudden the Lakers were lights out from three. Tiff, a lot of those threes were in Duncan's face, and he has a hand up, but he a little else.
Yeah, but it starts before that. It starts in the transition, getting back on defense. He was moping. Yeah. He had bad body language. And when he ran out to close out, how tall is he? What is he, 6'7", 6'8"? I don't even know. But he's long as hell. You can't close out with one hand halfway in the air. No, you run out and you get both of your hands up. He wasn't running out, closing out hard like he normally does. He just wasn't. He's not there. He's not squared up on his shots. He's just not in the game. And I think they do need to stop trying to force him the ball. I think, honestly, he can go 5 or 6 possessions and not get a shot. Like, maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe the game just needs to go, and he just needs to be in the offense, but not the offense.
Bond,
because then maybe he'll relax into his position. Because other than that, he's useless, honestly, on nights where you're without Jimmy, you're without Strus, if you're without Keith, if Dedmon's giving you nothing. Like, he's absolutely useless because the points don't justify the means.
Bond, one thing we both agree on is running a lot of offense for Duncan is not a good idea. And I don't think they've run a lot. Like, I don't think they ran a lot of plays for Duncan tonight. So people saying they need to Shmita says somebody needs to leak Duncan's emails. I don't think people are saying they need to run stuff for Duncan or they need to get him open. No, they just need Duncan's ass out there to be a threat. And when the time comes and the opportunities come, give him the ball. Like, I don't think I don't think
But they're
there's
doing
anything
that.
that needs to be run for Duncan. Things need to be run for Bam, Jimmy, and Lowry, not Duncan.
But they're doing that. When he comes open, they're giving him the ball, and he's not
missing.
hitting. So, like, what else? So the first few games, they weren't directing it to him. They were, feeding it through other people. Yes, Duncan needs to have a kid. Work wonders for Tyler Herro. Yeah, like the first few games.
As someone who has 2 kids, I don't even understand how Tyler is playing so well, because I was a complete dog shit for the first 6 months of both of my kids. But whatever, go on. Sorry.
Damn.
He's on the road. He's getting some
I'm just
sleep.
exhausted. There's no fucking sleep. I don't know.
Yes, I
Whatever.
heard
Go
that.
on. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, like that. So the first few games, they weren't feeding it to him, but it was noticeable how much that he wasn't impactful. And so now they're trying to feed it to him, trying to direct it to him. And it's still noticeable how little of an impact it's been had. So I don't know what other ways other than himself making layups, taking closer, more mid-range, a dribble pull-up, other than getting into some other areas of the floor, seeing the ball go through the basket, getting your confidence up. It's amazing what seeing a couple free throws, a couple mid-range can do for a shooter and a ball player's confidence. That shit starts to look like the goddamn, it really starts to feel like the ocean. And so help yourself get yourself going. But yeah, no, them trying to force feed Duncan, and maybe they didn't do it this game, but over this last little batch of games, it's been evident that they have. And then the games where they weren't, he's just found himself in open areas, the type of open looks that he would get with this current type of offense, and he's still not hitting. So I really, really don't know kind of how else the coaching staff or whatever it is can try to get him going other than him himself just making shots.
And I will say some of it, I feel like it's glaring, Kenny, because the last 3 games we've been talking bad about Duncan. He's been shooting 40% from 3. That is not awful, right? But it's just when he shoots, it's when he gets to these volume threes, and they're not even running things for him. And I think sometimes the reason I think it's just bad offense that leads to a bailout 3 from Duncan every once in a while. And I think that's another part of the problem. It's not necessarily that they're running plays for Duncan. It's that when they don't know what else to do, they go back to dribble handoff, or they're just all looking for Duncan, and he has to bail them out with a 3 with 5 seconds left on the clock. I don't necessarily think they're running it for Duncan. I just think that it's the result of bad offense a lot of times.
It is, but I'm still putting it back on Duncan because regardless, that's what he's here to do.
He's supposed to bail you out in that moment.
He's supposed to shoot. We understand Jimmy's the star player. We have Kyle. We have Jimmy, Bam, and Kyle are here, obviously. Duncan's not going to have plays run for him really, or at least he probably shouldn't unless it's a certain situation. And so he's going to have to be ready to shoot. It's different from just having a dribble handoff and, okay, I know I'm going to come off this. I'm either going to shoot it or give it back to Bam, whatever the case may be. He just has to be wherever he is and be ready to shoot. And I can't give him any more excuses because he is an elite shooter. He should figure this out.
Someone said, "Damn, Kenny, are you on a megaphone?" I mean, we got.
That would be better.
He wishes he had a megaphone.
Right.
I mean, he's not that far from you, Goose. We probably could hear him if he just shuts off his mic and comes through yours. Let's go to something that was fun. All right, let's not just be downers the whole time, because there was a really cool play. Not just UD hitting that jumper. The gaga of the game. Someone said Kenny about to do the morning announcement. I have to mute this motherfucker when he ain't talking. Cause he just listen. It just when I mute his ass. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Sounds like the summertime.
Huge play at the end of this game. Tyler misses the jumper. And go back.
That's so good.
Historic play.
I mean, I did not know that PJ Tucker could get up like that.
It was after
And neither did the bench.
Well, let me tell you something. According to Twitter, he hasn't gotten up like that since 2019. That's why I say it's historic. That's his first dunk since 2019.
That's
according to
hilarious.
Twitter.
What shoes
So
are
it may be
those?
false. I don't know.
Because he changed into those shoes. What
True.
Look like Kobe's.
VR kicks, get on that.
Yeah, no, those are Kobe's. Those are Kobe 8s.
That's what Haslam needed when Tyler tried to throw him that lob.
No, Tyler should be put in prison because why are you trying to throw him
Exactly.
that lob? You see
How
him
do
chin
you
buckle?
explain?
Oh,
You see
man.
Adonis's shins buckle?
Udonis is going to destroy him.
Yo, he blew his tire out.
Oh my god!
This is great though.
But that was an awesome play. After that first half with Jimmy getting hurt and then like Bam not playing, you had a chance to win it. Like that's why I said it was a fun game because I counted them out.
Fun to watch. No, it was.
I mean, listen,
I counted them out.
The Lakers aren't good. They're not good. And this was like the random scrub Heat killer all stars tonight. I mean, it was Avery Bradley just fucking going
Avery
off.
Bradley, Wayne Ellington,
Golden Arm
Monk.
had some
Former Heat
clean
player.
shots.
Yeah, right.
It was a revenge game. I mean, only thing I did really like is that people were starting to talk about Melo for Sixth Man of the Year, and Tyler shut that down real quick. There's one guy it's his award to lose. Like Tyler was just out here balling. Can we do a quick fuck you to Dwight Howard?
Always.
Yes.
That man is not even. He's not even playing. We
Could've done a whole show on
that.
Take your time, brother.
I mean, that man ain't even out here playing basketball no more. I don't know what this motherfucker's doing. Like all he does is hack motherfuckers and talk shit and miss free throws. Like my favorite fucking thing was him talking all that shit. They too small. And then you step up and miss 2 fucking free throws. And then he was talking all that shit to Tyler. Tyler went back the other way. Bang, 3-pointer. They go back the other way. They stop the Lakers. Tyler goes the other way. Bang, another 3-pointer. Like, get the fuck out of here, Dwight Howard. I agree. He should have been one of the top 75 players of all time. But right now, he's one of the bottom 75 fucking players of all time. That dude is trash. He's fucking washed. And another thing, those are not NBA regulation fucking shorts. I don't give a fuck what you trying to tell me. They're not made out of the same fucking material. They're not the right fucking length. I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's wearing the motherfuckers backwards. I don't know what is going on with his fucking shorts, but Dwight Howard is not wearing a regular. He's wearing a swap shop Lakers jersey uniform. Like, that's what he's fucking wearing. He bought that shit at the goddamn Fleet. Like, there's no way that is a regulation uniform. His shit don't even look like the rest of the Lakers uniform. He's a fucking joke. He's a fucking clown. I can't fucking stand him. Like, he just needs to be out the league. Like, he fouled out, and he probably had about 14 fouls tonight. I think he fouled out in like 10 minutes. Fuck Dwight Howard. Bring me out, Brass.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fucking loser. I mean, just big old, what do you call him, Bond? French fry head? With
the Dragon Tails. I was actually looking for the photo.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Fucking corny ass dude.
You know, I was looking at Avery Bradley's stats last season, the few games that he played for us. I completely forgot. I have no recollection of him scoring at least 2 3-pointers in the first 5 games of the season. I have no recollection of that.
I mean, did he?
Yes.
I don't even remember him playing.
2 of 5, 4 of 6, 2 of 6, 2 of 4, 2 of 2.
For the Miami Heat?
For the Miami Heat.
Yeah, you bullshit.
There
Was that preseason?
No, regular
Bullshit.
season.
It was a little stretch there.
Regular
Yeah.
season.
He started to get his feet under him.
That
Yeah.
little cup of coffee
and then
with
his
Miami
feet
Heat.
left.
And then, and then he didn't play. It was inactive for a while, and that was it. That's all she wrote. But like,
Right,
I don't remember
next
that
thing
at
you're gonna
all.
tell me is Mo Harkless averaged 18 a game for the Heat. You lying?
No, we
bruh.
know that's not true.
No,
Otherwise,
that's
Tiff
not
would be rocking that jersey.
A lot of dip on your chip, bro. Hold on.
Dwight Howard looked like he got issued them PE shorts from school.
Yeah, he got his shorts from fat kids.
From Kenny's morning announcements.
Those are public school PE shorts. I know the fuck I look. I know what PS22 shorts look like when I see them.
Dwight Howard, come to the office to pick up your PE shorts.
He got his name on the tag in the back.
Oh yeah.
I feel so bad. I feel like Kenny wanted to get in on this, but I have him muted. But I can't.
Poor guy.
Fuck it. It's my fault being late anyway.
Sound like Kenny booing me the whole time.
Oh, I just made a bad joke. Just keep going.
It's like the light sounds of summer. You know, just like the ambiance of the crickets and shit in the background. Just
I wasn't gonna say that.
all the cicadas.
Uh-oh. I don't know what Tiffany wants to say. Ho, ho, ho. We need to get that shit. We need to get that gift for Branches. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to something that is actually relevant. Let's go to Bond's breakdown.
Oh, hold on. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
Yo, real quick. No, I'm just joking.
She's gonna kill you.
No, another kind of hodgepodge of things. It was like really ragged. It was a very ragged game. It didn't have much flow, much continuity at all. First two are some things that the Lakers did offensively, then something we did offensively, and then just giving some more love to someone who deserves it. Go ahead. So, pause. So this play and the next are quite similar. The difference is this one, there's some action happening on the right side. Go ahead a little bit more. Pause. So Jimmy doesn't step up to take Russ, which is going to force Duncan to drop back and be confused whether or not he has whoever number 9 is and Anthony Davis, because now PJ is going to step up and take Russ. So there's going to be a bunch of confusion in the paint, and then there's going to be a kick out to the 3. Go ahead. Right. I think he misses the shot, but like just not sharpness, just not like, you know, all the way winning tendencies. Do I expect him to be perfect? No, I literally really don't. But like things like this can't happen. Like if that was a team that did that and let Duncan or let Tyler get that type of free, they would be considered like idiots because what's happening down there. Next play. Pause. So a little bit of setup, except there's not that same action happening on the right side. I was talking about it with the Nuggets scout, right? Sometimes just dribbling at a person, just running at a person makes them feel like they have to pick you up. So I think this is Avery is going to curl really hard off of this. I think that's Carmelo's screen. Go ahead. Pause. Turn Gabe around, which made Dedmon have to come up, which made Dwight have to sink down. So now Gabe is going to end up on Dwight. Again, we talked about it with the Nuggets. Why teams don't just kind of punish us inside when we do some of this like unnecessary switching action or switching motion that gets us lost. I don't understand. They're not going to do that. Go ahead. Carmelo's going to do Carmelo things, but like work that ball around and get, Dwight the ball. Miami, figure your switching patterns out more. Go ahead. The next one. I really personally would like more from Kyle, but I do like his little areas of just being smart and just kind of having a feel and understanding how he can get away with shit. Pause. He's going to kick this pass to PJ a little bit later than I think he should have, but maybe he was trying to find the angle to get it there. PJ's going to go up for a layup, and Kyle is going to run past AD and kind of screen him a little bit. Listen, I would contribute, young Zach. Trade Duncan for Bond. Try it.
She would have made those free throws.
At least one. Yeah, Kyle gets it to PJ, and then go ahead, and then Kyle sets this like little running brush screen so that Anthony can't get there. I thought that was cute. And then lastly, I really, you can go to the last one. Pause. I really want to give a lot of love to Tyler. I expected Tyler to be better this season, but I have been extremely impressed by what I've seen from Tyler.
Impressed.
Shut up, Moose. I've been like super impressed by what I've seen from Tyler this season. Go ahead. His handle is much tighter. His decision making with the ball has been a lot better. He's gonna get right in pause. He dribbles into the path of the defender, not so much to create that offensive foul that they're calling now, but just to keep that dude on his back. Same type of things that I'm asking for our bigs to do. Keep your defender on the back. He goes up into his shot. Go ahead, and then he's going to kick it to Bam here. Just it felt poised. It felt under control. And you can bring me out. Tyler has been the brightest spot that I've seen on this team this season, followed by Jimmy. But I personally want to give Tyler that love because he's looked really good.
Yeah.
Well, as a show, all we've ever done is give love to Tyler Herro. We never try to trade him. Nope. Yeah.
Anywho, I wanted to trade him. I don't care. I was.
It's nothing but love. Kenny and Moose over there.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
I've been super. Tyler has looked really, really good.
I will say, Tyler off the bench as a sixth man is like Goron on steroids. Like it is that those relief points, those different things that Goron would give you off the bench. Tyler's doing that shit to a whole nother level, and I know.
I was gonna say
this is not Goron.
And I've been waiting for it to like fall off a bit, and not that it won't, and not that he won't hit like a little lull, but like he's just continued to come through. I've really, really enjoyed watching Tyler.
No, he has been awesome. And anybody who was talking about trading him last year,
yeah, I don't care.
They shouldn't have their own podcast. That's for damn sure.
Who would trade Tyler Herro for Kyle Lowry when you just get him in the offseason? I mean, come on.
Different names. Different names.
Come on, dude. I mean, they shouldn't have a podcast. But I found this interesting. I just saw this on Twitter. This is a quote from Lowry after the game. And I like this kind of ownership. So Kyle Lowry was asked about Duncan Robinson's slump. He said, "Shit, I'm in a slump with him. I'm not necessarily worried about Duncan. He's missing easy shots and they'll fall." I don't care about this last half of that. What I do
worried about himself. That's what that says.
What I do like about that shit is just like he ain't gonna just I'm not just no. He's like he gonna take it on himself too. Like
exactly.
I've been because he has been trash.
Yes.
I took it as he's not going to talk shit about one of his own teammates when he knows that he's playing like shit.
Right.
Like if anything, I think that's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
No, because but also I'm sorry, go ahead, Al.
No, go ahead.
No, but also within that quote, he's telling you, "I'm worried about my shot."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the context of what he's saying, he should be worried about his shot. Like, we brought you here for this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else to be playing around because as we see every other day, somebody's injured. Like this is it's too early in the season to already have this many people out.
My question is, where are all the loud ass Raptors fans that are gonna say like he's been shooting like this for years? Because
maybe he has.
Yeah.
Right. Because
the
Raptors said that we would get this a couple times a year. But a couple times a year now has been like
the couple that we got a couple good scoring outputs.
Exactly.
A couple.
The rest have been right.
But
shit.
But you know what? Like,
he's done a lot of other things. I'm not. He's a fantastic addition.
I feel like
yes.
Point guard things.
Yes. Well, we know. I feel like everybody knows we appreciate his playmaking, his defense, all those things.
I just want to clarify that. Yeah. But
no, I know because some people take things the wrong way, but I'm not clarifying it no more. Now I'm just saying you need to score. Boom. Jimmy ain't playing. We need points.
You definitely have.
My thing is, it's not even about just scoring. I need you to be efficient. I need you to take, when you have a good shot, an easy shot, a clean shot around the rim, to take that one and raise your efficiency up and stop shooting these fucking above the break threes and these just wild shots that you're not that good at.
Right. But do we know, like, I've never really watched him.
Right. Same.
But
no, this is him.
He was in Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's gonna watch that?
I mean, nobody got Canadian cable out there. Nobody got TSN. What I look like? I'm an goddamn American.
Do we know if he's an efficient shooter? Like, I have no idea.
He's more efficient than this. Like, the one thing I will say that where I'm not as worried about the Heat as some people are. Like, they're 7-4, right? They're right. They're right at the top of the Eastern Conference, and we can talk about point differential. We can talk about record. This early in the season, a lot of that shit really doesn't matter. Where I'm not worried about is I know their defense is going to be good because they have the defenders and they have one of the best defensive coaches in the NBA. Their offense is where I'm more worried, but one thing I will say is, like, I know they won't shoot this bad from three all year.
What do you consider a good offense or a good defense? Within what portion of the league do you consider a good defense?
I'm talking about top 6, top 7 defensive rating. Like, and
what was that stat we saw today? That they're not top 10.
No, all you're talking about is half court defense.
Okay, so
defensive rating, they're like top 4 right now.
Okay,
they're a good defensive team, and they'll continue to be a good defensive team because they have the personnel to be a good defensive team, and they have the personnel to be a better 3-point shooting team than they are right now. And as long as if they get to league average on that, I mean, and they're also like top 10 in offensive rating right now, which I don't really understand because I've been talking to Coop and trying to figure out their shot profile, and it makes no fucking sense.
I have a question. I need to go around. What do you guys think? We got to go around. What do you guys think about the Lakers being a championship team this year? Moose championship? No. Lakers.
No.
Alf?
No. They can't play
Tiff.
defense.
I'm going to say we don't know because this is not going to be the team that they're going to go into the second half of the season.
Time.
So I'm not even. Yeah.
All right, Kenny.
That's fair.
Kenny.
That's fair.
Kenny. And just thumbs up, thumbs down.
Talk. What?
Okay, that's right. Siobhan.
I'm still not buying it.
Yeah, Siobhan.
Yeah.
Championship team, I don't think so, but I think they'll find themselves in the mix.
So I have to show this tweet that was tweeted at Miami Heat Beat. This is hilarious. Bad loss to a bad team. Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers said, "Don't feel bad. You lost to the team that's going to win the chip this year."
Yo,
no
I'll
fucking
take it.
way.
Flea? No.
Hell yeah, I'll
Flea
take it from
slander.
Flea.
Yeah, listen.
Don't worry. Let me wait till I get back on Twitter.
I love Flea.
No, and I love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I'm not saying shit. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I fuck with.
I love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God.
There's nothing I love more than smoke. Wait till
I thought it was just going to be some old who nobody.
Look at them Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
Brass, don't you tweet back?
I'm with Tip. We want none of this. Flea, come on, man.
Nope.
Like, I want to hang out with you.
Nope.
Exactly.
Finish your shirt size.
Flea was in Back to the Future too. Like, he's seen the fucking future, and like the Lakers ain't winning this fucking year. I don't care what you say.
Listen,
I don't think they will.
if there's one thing I've shown y'all over the last 48 hours, there's nothing I love more than a little Twitter smoke, a little Twitter beef. Oh man, I can't wait till the show's over.
Find your ass under the bridge somewhere, Alf. You better.
When did these fans on fucking Twitter of teams? When did they get so fucking weird?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love it.
When did Twitter fan bases get so fucking weird? Because like Heat being like a part of Heat Twitter for a few years, like this is fucking Heat Twitter. There's been more infighting over the last few years, but we've always been cocky and culture-y and all that kind of shit. Yeah. But like, I mean, what Raptors fans have been doing the last few months have been wild, but Nuggets fans over the last 48 hours.
Bro.
So many fans.
So many hikers in my mention. So many grown men who wear Skechers.
Yeah,
like a lot of Crocs,
Avi.
Yo, Crocs Twitter was in my mentions so hard. Yo,
Yeah,
lots of
I've never
New
seen
Balances.
those.
Lots of New Balances in my
Do
truck.
they wear New Balances in Denver?
I don't know what they
Feels
hiking
like
spikes. I
disrespect
don't know
to
what you
DC.
wear in the mountains so you don't fall off.
Cowboy
I don't know
boots.
what they do out there.
Bunch of REI.
I'm at sea level.
Mad REI people.
Bro, I've never been lit up like this in my life, and I love it. But believe me, like
A
people
lot
like
of it's strange.
a lot of
Everyone
it's
in
strange.
Denver is
It
lit
got
up.
a lot of it got racist. I
Very
expect that.
racist.
And he tweeted out my rant, and all these people coming at me. Oh, come to Denver, bro. No. Why would I go to Denver? Why ever? I don't like to fucking ski. I don't smoke.
Denver is a
What am I
beautiful
going to Denver
place.
for? I live in Miami.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I live in South Florida. Fuck Denver. My ex-fiance was from Denver. Fuck that place.
Oh, well, there it is.
Yeah.
No, it did
Nothing
get
to do with the
personal.
city.
Nah, the city's garbage too. Fuck that place. Fuck that fan base. Fucking bunch of weirdos.
Well,
A lot of fat jokes. Whoa. Apparently, you can't call an NBA player fat and be fat.
yes, I did see a lot of that. Is what was said. Good there.
And I was wearing the Pride shirt, and it was white, and I was looking a little floppy. I wasn't wearing the slimming black. I should have worn the slimming black.
Listen, take my colors off when you go do all that rigmarole.
You're right. I did, but it was weird. They didn't come at me for the Pride stuff, which I was like, okay, thanks, Denver.
Well,
That's
Denver's
good.
very
I will say
progressive.
whenever it was like, whenever it was like Jokic bunch of numbers like coming after us and shit like that, I would like search their handle and then search like Trump and just to see like how aligned they were. And I will say, to their credit, a lot of them weren't Trumpers. However, they were acting as if it, because like after the game, Jokic came out and he apologized for that.
Yeah,
for that play. So, credit to him for at least acknowledging that. But then his fans were still rabid about it. It's like, well, yeah, and he'd do it again. And it's like, come on, man. Like he said that he shouldn't have done that. Like, you just fucking back off and just agree with your fucking, your hero there.
Like, the big surprise for me was just that Serbia had Wi-Fi.
My favorite thing was like the fan fiction over the Jokic brothers. Like these mythological large white men that will come to your arena and beat everybody the fuck up. Listen, first of all this stuff is silly, right? One thing I did not try to engage in is who could beat up who. My dad could beat up your dad. All of you shut the fuck up. None of these millionaires are fumbling the bag to get into a fucking fight with a fucking sloppy ass Jokic brother. The Jokic brothers are not fumbling their own bag. Like, all they have to do right now is get tattoos, be big and look tough. Why fight and fuck up the mythology? Like, they're not fighting nobody. Like, this whole idea, you better worry about the Jokic brothers. They're Serbian mafia. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. Ain't nobody worried about no Serbian mafia because these motherfuckers ain't shaking shit. Nobody, like, what? They're gonna call a hit in on a Morris brother?
Alf,
what's up?
Chill out, man. Chill out, because we have someone here that's got to say something.
Uh-oh. Where's this motherfucker's mouth?
What's going on, motherfuckers? How we doing? Listen, I'm in Miami, bitch. Where's Rick Ross? Wait, what happened?
What's so funny?
What's going on? I'm looking for, what's his name? Oh, Markif Morris. He's a twin. And Udonis. I saw all the shit you guys were talking on Twitter.
Left Twix. He's known as Left Twix around here.
Left Twix. Also, since I'm in Miami, I'm also looking for this girl named Molly. Anybody know where I can find it? I mean, I'm here to fuck shit up, but I'm also down to have some fun.
Can you tell me about this? Like you growing up in like a war-torn country and everything, and like what was that? What was that experience like growing up?
Oh, it was tough. You only survive if you're tough and strong. We had bombs going off and bears and knives and fire
And horseback riding, I hear.
Electricity.
And horseback riding, I hear.
And horseback, yes, very much. Lot of horseback riding. I love the ponies.
Well, I heard that your family was a bunch of professional ball players, engineers, police officers. Like, what is this hard life that everyone thinks you lived?
Oh, well, see, we play ball. Yeah, we play ball on the street, and then we take it back to their place, and we kick some ass. See, what we do is Jokic, he holds them down, and then I get on top, and I crush them. I crush them with my fist of fury.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, in my spare time, I like to... just kind of chill. I like to listen to Sarah McLachlan. I like to meditate, and I like to kick some ass. Also, I run a very successful StubHub negotiation. See, I managed to secure tickets to this game here in Miami, and I am here camping out, ready to take you all down. November, when is it? 29th? Yes, I don't know. I bought tickets for all November games. I will be here waiting for you to crush you. Also, again, if you know where I can find Molly,